Hello guys and welcome to today's matchup between the Cite Coyotes at your Algonquin College Wolves. I'm your play-by-play commentator Bailey Bevan, followed by my color commentator alongside me,
Seth Poirier.
How you doing today, Seth?
I'm good. How about you, Bailey?
Doing pretty good. So we got a really good matchup. It's going to be a great game today. Two rivals playing each other based in the same city. So heading into that topic, Seth, what are your game day analysis for today's matchup?
Well, let's start with Cite Coyotes, who entered this game with a solid 2-7 record. Leading the way is one of their players, Everest Natalway. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that last name right, but who's been a consistent contributor, averaging 5.9 points per game and shooting at a 32.3% from the field. Alongside him is Cedric Abu Kumara, has been a scoring threat, putting up 12.9 points a game. And Abdul Aziz Diaby has been an efficient scorer, shooting 45.6% from the field and averaging 9.2 points a game. And for Algonquin, they come in this matchup here tonight at a 6-3 record. Strong roster them as well, lead by their player Shaheen Brown, and one of their top players, Jansen Bamasita, who's averaging 8.8 points per game. And Bailey, a lot of offensive powers here today. We'll see which team comes out on top here, with both teams being really good and really efficient offensively. Let's see who comes out on top here.
That's right. The Wolves are 1-0 against the Cite Coyotes this season, coming through in an 88-75 victory over them, playing away on October 19th, right? So carrying through today's game, let's break down the stats a little bit. The Wolves throughout 9 games are averaging 82.9 points per game, almost 83. When shooting from the field, they're shooting 39.7%. From outside the three, going downtown, 32.5%, right? So a really strong offensive team today. When it comes to free throw percentage, 72.2% from inside the free throw circle there. 39 rebounds per game. So they're great. You know how offensively talented this team is, built with a ton of depth. But moving it over to Cite a little bit here, and you're going to start to see the real difference between these two teams. Cite throughout 9 matches, averaging 70 points per game, shooting from the field 35%, shooting from outside the three-point line 24%, and free throw percentage sitting at a solid 64%. So the Wolves heading into this game here are just the more dominant offensive team here, and even whenever it comes to rebounds, not a big difference between the Wolves 39 and Cite's 36, but still sitting around the same defensive level here. And you saw from the Wolves last game, they played some really solid man coverage from inside the three-point line, played great, pressed a lot too, so they were able to cause a lot of turnovers and capitalize on a couple great opportunities. So hope to see that from them coming into today's game as well too. But you mentioned Simon Desta, best three-point shooter on the team there, and he was crucial last game as well. Teslock Luke averaging, I believe, 22 points last game, so he came off a spectacular performance as well, leading his team in rebounds too. So excited to see what those two players can bring onto the court in today's matchup here. But Javon Westcarth as well too, another solid shooter from downtown. He's got a really solid shooting percentage as well here. Let's break it down. Let me pull it up here. Simon Desta, Javon Westcarth here. Javon Westcarth from the field is shooting 34%, 3.2 out of 9.4 when shooting from the field too. So a really solid shooter, and you've seen from him as well too. So very excited to bring you guys the action. We want to thank all of you guys at home who are tuning in for today's matchup. Another thing kind of wanted to break down here. The Wolves in these last 5 games are 3-2, coming off a devastating loss to the Seneca Sting last week at home. We trailed 79-68 in a hard-fought effort, but ultimately fell short. When breaking it down, Cite coming into this game are 2-5 in their last 5, or 2-3 in their last 5, and are coming off 3 consecutive losses here. So let's see if they're able to break that losing drought and pull through in a victory tonight here against the Wolves.
Yeah, Bailey, their games are still, some games, some losses, like versus Algonquin in the first regular season game, still was close, 13 points, but then they go in and play Centennial and they lose by almost 30 points. So it's all over the place, but we know both teams can come here and play tonight, Bailey.
Cite in their last 5 games were able to notch their first 2 victories of the season against St. Lawrence College. That currently sits dead last in the East with an 0-8 record. Last day only sitting above them with a 2-7. I do believe Loyalist, too, they were also able to come off an 86-82 victory today. So if they're able to capitalize and break this losing drought here, they might be a heavy threat against the Wolves. But the stats basically tell you everything you need to know about the Wolves heading into today's game. They're the heavy favorites. We're very excited to see what they bring to today's action. So as we head off of the national anthems here shortly, we'll be back with you guys in a brief instant. Truly the greatest national anthem in the entire world, and every single day we are grateful to live in the greatest country of all time here. With play set to commence shortly here, we want to thank all you viewers at home who are tuning in either on the OCAA website or on YouTube for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. We always cherish you as viewers tuning in for these games here, so keep it up. You guys are great here. This play is set to commence shortly as the Wolves and Last Day are about to announce their starting five here. That is your Wolves starting five here. Teslock look to start out on the floor here for the Wolves. He leads his team in points per game. Ted Braden, what a great player to have playing from inside the key. You know how disruptive he can be. Really gets all over those balls and just so disruptive. Averages a ton of rebounds per game and led the Wolves in rebounds last game against Seneca. Teslock look wins over the ball, and that's going to come way out of bounds over the baseline there. Going to get a throw in here from Cite. A little bit of a disruptive play and not too sure entirely what he was going for there, but a very loud and enthusiastic crowd in attendance tonight, and it's usually the case here, but they'll pass the ball over now, trying to break out the other way with it. Pass that over, and the Wolves already playing pressure defense. Not making it easy here for Cite to walk in with. He's going to try and spin away from a defender and go for the little underhand there. Nicely done, and he's going to pick up the rebound. Coming back the other way, he's going to pass this one over to Opena. Coming over the midcourt line with it now, playing from outside the P3. He's going to pass that over to Cite. It's going to be passed back to Braden. Playing from the corner for the three. Unsuccessful bucket there, and in result, Cite's going to come back the other way in transition. He's going to go down, but he's going to successfully pick up the two here. Cite's going to strike first with their first two up on the board there, but trying to pickpocket the ball off of Teslock. Look there, coming out from behind the baseline. Pass is going to be disruptive.
Yeah, so far, Bailey, we see both teams playing a really high press, full court press. Algonquin having kind of a zone in the front court, and then we see Cite coming in and playing a really nice press defensively. And so far, Bailey, we've only seen 2 points here for Cite, so let's see if that does damage for both teams.
And that's one of Algonquin's specialties, and you've seen them play like that throughout the season, right? Their pressure defense is incredibly disruptive, and they force a lot of turnovers that way. They're able to capitalize so many opportunities, as you've just seen there, but now it's to play the man and captivate the zone here, and they're going to be successful, coming up 4-3 on the board over the Wolves, and Opena's going to look to come the other way with it now. He's going to walk through up the middle with it. Ball tipped away, and Cite's going to cover for the rebound, coming back the other way over the midcourt line with it now outside the three, looking to break past Cite as the ball's going to be up there, and yes sir, it's going to be successful here. Two on the board now for Cite.
Great layup by Cite there. Getting contact, is still able to put that ball in the rim.
Opena's going to analyze his options here and pass this one over to Lachapelle. Lachapelle back over to Braden, standing at 6'7". He's the tallest player on the Wolves roster here. Pull up, unsuccessful there, and that's going to go off the rim, and the Wolves once again are going to give up the rebound, but now coming back the other way, 2-on-1 within there, giving Lachapelle all the space in the world to work with. Is going to be successful there, coming up on that layup.
Good steal there, able to turn some great defense into great offense, Bailey. We talked about that before the broadcast, about the team that plays the best game defensively is going to be able to turn that over into great offense, and we saw that just there.
See that, Ted Braden's able to pick up the rebound and carry through on the successful transition there. Now playing from the corner, Cite is going to move that in now, working inside the key with it. He's going to pass that back outside the paint there. Going for the three, unsuccessful there, but Braden's going to get a good touch on the ball. Let's see where he's going to move it over to Teslock. Look, driving down the middle with it. The two's going to be successful, and he will come to the free throw line for one.
Yeah, Bailey, so far we're seeing a lot of pressure from both teams defensively, but now we're seeing a lot of, and we've seen that all year, Bailey, when the Wolves, their passing has been on point, their rebounding has been getting better throughout the season, and we see there, we're still able to, we miss a shot, able to grab the rebound, able to pass it out, miss a shot again, and able to go in and drive and get the basket and get the and one here.
Teslock Luke's first free throw attempt of the night. Will it go down? And he's going to go 1 for 1 on free throws there. Successfully driving through with the recent 3 points there. Again, you're right, and on paper, you know, the Wolves are coming into this game as the better defensive team. They're averaging a little more rebounds and steals per game.
And that's caused, Bailey, by the way they played their defense. You saw they're playing full court, kind of like a trap defense, getting a double team on every player that has the ball, going up until they pass half court, and it's been working for them all year. They're not going to stop doing that short, because Bailey, why are you going to stop doing something that works? Like we see there, they're really pressuring highly defensively, and they're causing turnovers.
Ball's going to be passed over to Galaza, who makes his first appearance on the court tonight. He's going to move that over to Bray and over to Teslock Luke now from outside the 3. He's going to work his way through. He's going to go up there, and he's going to be fouled on the play, and he's going to come out to the free throw line here for 2. Let's see if he can go 3 for 3 on the night on free throws.
Yeah, and Bailey, this year, number 24 for the Wolves, Teslock Luck, was able to get to that free throw line. A couple games ago, we did the broadcast. He got down 2 weeks ago. Sorry, he was able to drive the lane, penetrate all the way to the basket, and yes, he didn't make those shots, but he was able to get to the free throw line, cause the opponent to foul a lot, get foul trouble, and we see that just today how he goes 3 for 3 in the first 2 trips to the line. So we'll see him a lot this game get to the line.
Such a lethal shooter. He's a guard player, really going to have to guard exceptionally well. Now from outside the 3, unsuccessful. They're going to pick up on the offensive rebound here, trying to spin away and get another shot back off the backboard there. The Wolves will cover for the rebound and look to make their way the other way with it. Now walking in. It's going to be a brick right off the rim there, and Teslock Luke's going to pick up the rebound and move this one outside the 3. See Simone Desta now back out onto the court. Now for the 3, Teslock Luke unsuccessful. That point won't count for there, and we talk about Desta. How lethal of a 3-point shooter he's been for the Wolves this season, and leads them in 3-point percentage.
That's going to be a foul against the Wolves there, pushed in the paint. That's a miss opportunity there to get more points, to get a bigger lead here. Now it's 9-6 for the Wolves, and they don't look that they're going to stop anytime soon. So let's see what kind of defense, like we see right here, Bailey.
They're all over that ball there, all over it, playing solid shutdown defense, trying to keep him away, forcing him to shoot the length, and coming back the other way with it for the 3. Teslock Luke will put it down from downtown.
Bailey,
he exactly what you like to see here from the Wolves coming out.
He looked like Stephen Curry out there. We'll call him Chef Luck instead of Chef Curry. That was a nice bucket made by him.
I think it was playoff Iguodala there. Now coming back the other way with it. A little pass from behind the back there.
Yeah, you can't have that. You can't have turnovers, Bailey,
no.
Especially after a stop defensively. You're driving, you have all the momentum driving to opponent's net, and then you decide to do a behind-the-back pass.
Well, you could tell Simon Desta wasn't anticipating that play whatsoever, and it was a little unnecessary playing, but I guess he felt pressured there and felt he had to get the ball off in transition. I mean, Last Day's going to come back and put another 3 on the board. And now he's going to pass this one over to Teslock Luke, now over the midway court. Over to LaChapelle. LaChapelle's going to pass this one. Clear shot for Braden's going to move that the other way. Simon Desta now going for the 3. He's going to shoot that off the backboard, rim and out.
Yeah, a little long-range shot, not able to get the basket off the rim.
From the corner, it's going to be a brick of a ball there, and it's going to be passed over to Galaza. Now coming over the line with it, moving it over. Ted Braden look to build a little bit more space, draw defenders toward him, and get a clear shot off. Teslock Luke once again, 2 for 2 on 3-point shots tonight.
And Bailey, we're going to see that a lot throughout the year. We've seen that. We've seen Luck come out here and make those shots when he's wide open. Even when he's not open, Bailey, he's still making those shots.
Going to look to move this ball fast, and pass look to be picked off there, but it's going to come over the baseline, and the Wolves are going to get a chance at a throw-in here.
Yeah, a couple of subs, Bailey, but Bailey, we're talking about an Algonquin team who's sitting third place in the East with a 63 record, and we're talking about a Cite team who's coming into this game, Bailey, more as an underdog team. But we've seen that with the men's volleyball team for Algonquin coming in the game as underdogs and coming out with a win. So maybe Cite is going to be an underdog here in the game, but maybe they can come out here and get a win. If they keep playing how they're playing, it's going to be a close game right down to the wire, Bailey.
Almost a potential misplay on the ball there from Westcarth. Now Westcarth and Mongreux out on the court. Mongreux playing inside the paint right now, but he's going to play the ball from the corner there. Unable to capitalize on that bucket. Cite is going to come back the other way, trying to move into the paint. Goes down here, but from inside the free throw circle there, we'll be able to land this one down. Now only trailing 1 to the Wolves here. Wolves are up 15-14 here so far, a little over halfway through the first quarter there, and he's going to throw an absolute air ball. Great job from the Cite player for being disruptive, but great recovery from inside the paint there from Teslock. Look, you can tell he's already got 14 points on the night here for the Wolves.
Yep, Bailey, we're scoring. Algonquin scoring and then coming defensively and breaking down. They're just letting a layup just go by without no defensive pressure. So they got to keep scoring, but they got to keep playing defensively.
For the three, Simon Desta. You talk about him being a lethal three-point shooter for a reason. Ball's going to be moved forward there, potentially guarded by Desta, but it's going to come up nonetheless. The Wolves will be able to pick off the rebound now, looking to make their way up the court with it. Passed over to Westcarth. Westcarth coming through. They're going to get the ball stolen from them. Mongreux able to be picked up the loose ball down on the floor. Moving from outside, Desta once again looking to see what he could drop here. Can't quite sink it, but the ball's going to be picked up there. Great recovery by Cite to get the ball back in action. Now from outside the three, looking to move forward, and there's going to be a travel here out on the play for Cite. Wolves are looking to regain possession here. First time out of the game called here by Cite, with the Wolves up 20-16 here. Seth, what's been your analysis so far on how the Wolves have been playing tonight?
Well, Bailey, the Wolves have been playing great basketball so far. They're just a couple times breaking down defensively. It's going to happen, but they're scoring. They're making shots, not making bad passes. The ball movement, they're moving the ball extremely well. You saw them moving up the court just this last play here. They're getting the ball inside, and the way that Cite is playing their defense, they're seeing the holes that are there, and they're throwing the ball out to the three-point line, and we're missing a couple shots. We're making those shots and still able to go. But defensively, you see them cause a lot of pressure in the backcourt for Cite, and they're able to force a couple of turnovers, a lot of pressure defensively, and Cite players are kind of holding onto the ball, not knowing what to do exactly with it. And for Cite, Bailey, they're still in there. They're not out of it. They're still climbing up in this game. They're making their shots. They're still passing the ball well. Just defensively, they're going to have to step up a bit their game, maybe change up the way they're playing, maybe play a bit more man instead of playing zone, and change it up, or else Algonquin might run away here. Yeah. But right now, both teams are in this game, Bailey. It's going to be this is the first quarter, Bailey, and it's already 20-16, so it's going to be a good rest of this game.
Couldn't have agreed more. Teslock look is going to pass this ball over to Galaza. Galaza making his way up the court with it. He's going to pass this one over to Mongreux. Mongreux analyzing his options there, being pressured by the Cite player. Playing solid zone coverage, forcing Algonquin to take shots from outside the three.
It's going to be blocking foul. Bailey's going to be a throw-in for Algonquin. See a lot of fouls early for Cite. No fouls yet on the Wolves. They're playing really well defensively to stay under control, stay poised defensively, and not cause any fouls that's unnecessary.
Three so far, but making his way inside the paint. He's going to drop that in a beautiful jump shot there.
Bailey's already up to 14 points in this first quarter. We might see easily a 30-point game from him this game.
Making his way in, driving upwards with a little scoop. Great job at a layup there. He's going to be fouled up on the play, and the ball's going to make its way over the baseline.
Bailey, that was a good play set up. Cite set up a screen. Point guard goes left, able to Russell Callum, able to go to the basket, misses layup, and almost got a steal there because the foul. Algonquin remains with the ball.
Moved over back to Westcarth. Lepena's going to move that to Galaza here. Galaza looking to make his way past the defender. He's going to try defenders towards him. Try and generate a little bit of that open space. Galaza here over to Westcott for the three. Pulling up there, unsuccessful. The Wolves trying to pick up on the rebound there, and pivoting away from the Heat will be Lacite, making their way back up the court in transition here. Now playing from outside the three. And you've seen the Wolves playing a little bit more zone defense there, and as mentioned earlier, trying to force Lacite to shoot from far, but
it's going to be a foul in the paint against the Wolves. First foul of the game for Algonquin. It's going to be a baseline throw-in for Lacite.
Going for it, the Wolves will pick up on the rebound there. You can compliment Westcarth's height for that, and such a great vertical from him. Wolves have been playing up to date. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, they've been playing some solid pressure defense and great man coverage from inside the three there. And haven't given up a ton of points here so far throughout the first quarter. It's still a not so high scoring first quarter here, but the Wolves are still up 22-16 over Lacite, with Westcarth making his way to the free-point throw line here, and he's going to put that one down. 1 for 1 so far. Let's see if he can drop this 2 for 2. And that's going to go off the back rim and out here, and all over the loose ball. The Wolves are going to recover possession of it and pass this one over to Balmacita. Back over, Teslock, look for the three. They'll pick up the rebound. Now coming the other way, 2-on-0 with it. Clear opportunity. He's going to come up with a simple layup and put that 2 down on the board here.
Great touchdown pass to his teammate, and he's able to lay it in, even with the defensive pressure, with the block coming. He didn't get scared, shy away from going up to the basket, able to drop it in for a layup.
Westcarth looking to move that ball forward among Drew there, and not quite. He's going to cough up possession of it. Now Lacite in possession. Wolves here playing solid zone defense, making their way in. You see they're really applying the pressure on the ball there. And they're going to come up with a foul, but
yeah, Bailey, so far, Algonquin's 8 of 19, shooting 42.1% from the field. 3-point, Bailey, we're shooting 33.3%, and from free throws, we're shooting 60%. So we're still shooting pretty high, Bailey. And yeah, so pretty good so far.
A little bit of a stumble on the ball there, but they're able to move it into the key there, into the paint. Nicely done. They're going to pick up on the rebound. Galaza there. He's going to be able to move this over to Westcarth, and a little bit of a bouncing ball there will come forward, and he's going to move this one to the outside, but won't quite beat the buzzer there. With the Wolves up 23-18 after that first quarter. We're here with 2 minutes into timeout. What have been your analysis and thoughts so far on how the Wolves have come out throughout the first quarter here, Seth?
Yeah, they're playing pretty well. This first quarter for both teams, Bailey, have been a close quarter, but there's a difference in between the play style of both teams. We're seeing Lacite and Algonquin defensively playing a little bit differently. We have Algonquin that's staying really hard-nosed on that ball. They got 2 players coming, double team. Ball gets shifted on the other side. They're coming down, still playing double team. Lacite is playing the zone, but a bit more soft on the zone. So maybe let's see if they can switch it up. Maybe play man-to-man, because when they played man-to-man, they're playing a little bit better defensively and causing Algonquin to miss shots, force shots that's unnecessary, and also ball movement. It's been the big key of this game. We see Algonquin passing the ball a lot around that key in the paint, get out of paint, 3-point, and Lacite defensively is breaking down. Algonquin's able to shoot the ball. They're not making all the shots, but they're able to shoot wide open shots. And Lacite, they're able to set screens, able to go to the basket. They're just missing, like we saw with the Callum Scott right here in the first quarter. He got a screen, went to the layup, but just missed the layup. So right now, both teams really playing good. Algonquin's just got to stay on their game that they're playing. Lacite maybe switch up something defensively. I guarantee you that Lacite's coach coming out with something different to attack this very lethal shooting team that the Wolves are presented with.
And you're right, Seth. I mean, the Wolves' transition so far has been great, and that's exactly what you like to see from them coming out. Also, the way they were able to draw defenders to them from playing inside of the three has been so lethal as well, too, and that's opened up a lot of opportunities for shooting outside of the three, and they've been so successful, as we've seen tonight when shooting it, given that aspect as well, right? Their defense has played great. Great man coverage, great zone coverage, and the pressure defense from them has been exceptional as well, too. They've been all over those balls, been able to force turnovers, capitalize on steals, and I mean, you know, that's really opened up the scoring here for the Wolves so far. Now leading 23-18 as mentioned, but the play will be underway here. Glaza coming up. Rebound right off the, not rebound, but layup right off the bat here will put the Wolves up 25 over Cite. Not even 10 seconds onto the clock here, but they'll drop that ball over, and that's going to be a little scuffle on the ground for it. I believe the Wolves will be fouled up nonetheless. Mongrel will be credited with it. And Cite will get a free throw from throw in from outside the sideline there.
What a way to start a quarter, Bailey. Able to get a steal and able to go and get a bucket to start a quarter for a team. That sets up momentum for your team.
Well, even coming into the quarter up, you know, 23-18, it really sets momentum. It really sets the tone of the game moving forward. We're up by a high-scoring margin. You want to keep it that way, and if you're Wolves, you really want to keep up this defensive heat that they've really been on lately here. Just look at the way they're able to move the ball around it. He's going to move that over. Balmacita going for the three there. Off the rim of the Wolves, just trying to get a tip in there, and that's going to go out of bounds. Play will look to come back the other way.
Bailey, the ball movement that Algonquin is able to show, all that does is get Cite out of position defensively and able to get their guys open at the three-point line and getting at least a chance of making a shot. And it's really good to see them do that because they got lethal three-point shooters out there.
Playing great man coverage here from inside the three, and they're going to go for the shot. The Wolves are going to pick up on the rebound, looking to come the other way in a fast break over the midcourt line. He's going to move this one over to Westgarth. Pass over to Ted Braden, nice little return feed there, pulling up, and Teslock look won't be able to bury that one quite, but nonetheless, great effort. He's going to come out to the free throw line here for two, and we'll look to see what he's got for the basket tonight. He's already 14 points on the night here, been so successful and leads his team in points per game for a reason. He goes to successful here on the first bucket. We're going to see if he can go 2 for 2 on this next opportunity there, and we'll sink it.
Great pass by number 9 and Ted Braden to number 24, Teslog Luke. Saw him cut down the lane, and Teslog does the rest, able to get fouled and make the shots that he needed to make.
He'll make his way through the middle with it, and will be successful coming off here, now trailing only 5 to the Wolves. Desta out on the court now for the Wolves. Galaza coming off as of late. We'll pass this one back over to Desta. Balmacita on possession of it right now. It's going to be passed over to Teslog. Look. Back over. Cite playing incredible zone defense there, and that's exactly what you like to see from them. Forcing them to make plays from outside the three. Take those kind of opportunities. And I mean, if you're the Wolves and you got a guy like Simon Desta out on the court, that won't be an issue from you as well. Compliment also giving a Teslock look as well too, so.
Yeah, but they come out with a different type of defense, Bailey. You see them, they're playing aggressive look. We're double teaming guys here, being more aggressive, forcing Algonquin to make passes, long court passes like that. And they're playing a diamond type of defense that force Algonquin to get the ball out to the three-point line. And look, Bailey, they're playing incredible defense. They're forcing a shot clock violation.
Yeah, and you see it there, how dangerous was that opportunity. Simon Desta from the corner, and you know, just a little fumble on the ball there. No doubt he would have been able to get that off at the time. He would have picked up that recovery. Coming back the other way with it. Simple play and great job by Alberto Pena coming through with that play. Nicely done, and he'll put the Wolves up 2 here on the board. Now driving through up the middle, and that's going to go right underneath the backboard there. Going down is Westgarth, but he was able to get that one over to Desta. Desta now all over. He's going to move this ball inside, and just a pure charge coming through there by Westgarth.
Bailey, it's a lot of fouls on Cite right now. And they have 8 fouls right now, and a couple players. So they could be in foul trouble really soon, Bailey. And you know, that could cause a lot of problems for a team because then you're playing more, you can't play more aggressive defensively because you're scared of fouling. You don't want to get a team on the foul line. You don't want to get foul trouble, right? So we'll see how that changes the way that SCK plays their defense.
It's going to be passed over to Balmaceda now, moving over to Dessa for the three. Right off the backboard, the Wolves are going to pick up the rebound and get another chance at the offense here. Passed inside to Ted Braden, moved over to the corner. Balmaceda working to make his way through, trying to spin away from defenders there, and just great pressure defense from right outside the key there, and we're able to force misplays of the ball. Balmaceda wasn't able to get the shot off that he wanted there, but nonetheless will come out to the free throw line here. Let's see if he'll be able to put it down.
Algonquin has been pretty good free throw percentage-wise, shooting at 73.2% on the year, Bailey. Pretty good coming off the free throw line, and Bailey, they're good at shooting those free throws because they get to the rim and they're able to force the opponent to foul them as they go for the shot, and able to get to the line a lot during the game.
Nice ball behind the back to try and break away from defenders there. Last stay in possession of it, looking to make a move forward with it. Now trying to charge through. Going to be whistled up on the play, and the ball is going to be a word to the Wolves here to try and come back the other way. Not too sure if that was a push or a charge pulling through with it. Charge.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Westcart's going to move this ball over to Opena over the midcourt line with it. Going to move this over to Braden. Man, how great has Braden been on the rebounds tonight? From the corner, Simon Desta dropping the three. Silky smooth buckets from him. Ball's going to be played from in behind the back there, but the Wolves playing some great man coverage. And the point's going to be successful here now coming out to the line.
Yeah, Bailey, great play by him to able to get through traffic, able to still keep his hands on the ball, able to maintain his focus on getting to the rim, putting that ball in the net, and able to get the foul at the same time. That's a great play made by the La Cite player here, and now he has a chance for an extra 1 point, and he does get it, Bailey. So they're playing still well, La Cite. They gotta figure out what they have to do defensively to stop these attacks that Algonquin is able to produce.
They'll be fouled up on the play here. Ruhan Yandekwi here out to take the two here.
Once again, Bailey, we're another trip to the free throw line. Algonquin able to force to the hole and able to get that ball up, get some foul shots here. That's another miss here. And Bailey, we're seeing once free throws, especially for us, where I don't think I heard the air horn man here today yet. Maybe he's on vacation, he's not here today, but we missed those two free throws for us. So
Ball will be tipped back into action and trying to break through, and a fast break with it is able to get that ball up, but no. Great disruptive play there, and great display of defense coming from Ruham Yandekwi.
Foul against Algonquin, to be a throw-in from the baseline for La Cite.
Penna doing a great job at screening there. We'll move the ball onto the corner now, trying to break out. Are going to force us to the other end of the court. Great switch, but coming through, up and over with it. They're going to pick up on the rebound. Another chance at offense here. Lashpell's all over. Can't quite find his footing. They're going to drop the two down here. The Wolves still leading 34-27 here over the last State Coyotes, but not if anything. Teslock Look has to say he's going to move that over to the corner now. Shooting is going to be successful. Coming down, Ruham Yandekwi. He's going to drop that three from the corner now. Coming up one-on-one, but defense to make its way back there. Teslock Look, another guy who's able to pick up quite a bit of defensive rebounds coming through there, but they're going to move that ball back over to the corner. Opena looking to break through with it. Up the middle. Damn straight. He's going to work his way into the paint with it. A little less under halfway through the second quarter here, but the Wolves are going to call it time. Not the Wolves, but Cite is going to call a timeout. With the Wolves leading 39-27 here over Cite. And man, have they been playing great defense as of late, and those transitions have carried quite well as of late as well too, and that's big result as the Wolves leading here by a massive lead over Cite.
One thing, Bailey, I want to talk about is second chance points. Algonquins, as soon as someone shoots the ball, you see them, they drive to the net to able to get that rebound, to put up the ball once again to get those points. And now we see here, second chance points. Cite only has one second chance bucket compared to Algonquin's 8. So Algonquin's able to get to the hole fast, able to get those rebounds and get the ball back up and get those second chance points. And that's something you need from a team, and you see that from Algonquin. They're subbing out pretty fast players. Players are well rested, able to play at 100%. We see that defensively. And Bailey, you play good defense, you play great offense. It's simple as that. And both teams have been doing that, but Algonquin has been doing that a step farther than what Cite was able to do as of right now.
And when it comes to offensive rebounds, that's a stat, that's an analytic where they've really fallen short to last game against Seneca. So coming into this game, they were laser focused on improving on the rebound aspect of their game. And I mean, so far here tonight, they've been so dominant on the rebound game. And I mean, that's carried through in some great opportunities, putting points up on the board here. Now looking to break through. That's going to be right off the backboard. Brick of a shot he wasn't quite looking for, but he's going to pass this one up here. Now looking to make space of it. Ran out of time as his footing was way too fast to get his way up here, but he's going to drop the three. Simon Desta, so lethal. Already 9 points on the night. All threes. Gone 3 for 3 so far. Shooting outside the 3-point line there. How fun has he been to watch so far this game? It's going to be a little hog of the ball there, and you see LaChapelle and, you know, Yandekwe going in for it, but Wolves are going to win possession of the ball here coming through, but look to see if they can carry through in a fast break. I'm going to pass this one over to Teslock, Luke. I'm going to pass this back over to Desta. Now looking to fight for positioning here. He's going to make his way forward. Desta's going to pass this one over to Opena in the corner, driving up with it, and he's going to land the 2 there. Beautiful scoop, but the ball was able to get that through the bucket, and the Wolves here are now going to be up 44-27 over Cite. Going to pass this one over, being guarded by Opena, now by Look. He's going to force him to shoot from outside. Great job by Desta to recover on the rebound. The Wolves looking to come back the other way with it here. Desta up and over is going to pass it, or not Desta, but Opena is going to pass this one over to the corner here. We're able to pick up on the rebound and look to make their way the other way with it there. Fast break is exactly what you like to see. They're going to drop it down here, move this inside the key and back out to the corner. Now for the 3-point opportunity. He's going to go off the rim here, and the Wolves are going to win over the rebound, looking to make the way forward with it. Coming up, Simon Desta all alone. It's going to go right under the rim, but once again, as you said, Seth, they're able to pick up on those offensive rebounds and able to create second chance opportunities.
Exactly, Bailey. And Luck was not able to put that ball in, but Bailey, there's always someone there. Look, he's driving to the rim. There's 2 guys going up for the Wolves, going to try to grab that rebound. And that's pressure that they're causing, and that's something that Cite has to do a better job at, is once someone goes to the rim, goes for a shot, have people go in, drive the lane to be able to grab those rebounds to produce more points offensively. So let's see if they can start doing that, because they've been playing so far, do great plays offensively. Let's see if they can produce more points.
Shaheem Brown now on the court in the number 3 jersey here for the Wolves. We're looking to make a way through. It's potential travel up on the play, but the ball's going to make its way out over the baseline nonetheless.
Because Bailey, we see a couple shots. I'll call it circus shots for Cite. They're driving there, and the shot's not there, but they're just putting the ball up. Difference from Cite and Algonquin. Algonquin's passing the ball when they're not open to shoot it. They're not going to force a shot. They're not going to shoot it. They're going to pass it away. So let's see if Cite in the timeout right now, coach is talking to them saying, let's not force shots. Let's pass the ball around. Let's find the open guy. Force Algonquin to fumble defensively, get an open guy and take an open shot instead of forcing a shot and have chances that the shot does not go in because it's a tough shot to make. So Bailey, if I was Cite, maybe switch that, maybe get a little bit
Play a little bit more aggressive.
aggressively, but make better decisions offensively. Get that ball, because you see La Cite, the ball's not moving around lots like Algonquin. So let's see if La Cite can come out of this huddle, move the ball around more, and get those wide open shots that they need to do to get back into this game.
Wolves up 44-27 over last state. It's a massive momentum that they're carrying through with here, especially coming out after the first quarter, up a massive scoring margin. They're really able to open up that scoring gap here coming through. So heading out into that third quarter after halftime, you know they're going to really have the tone set of the game coming through. They're almost leading by half here, and they'll look to carry through with this pace. Undoubtedly will pull through with the victory tonight here against Last Day. Shaim Brown was going to move this one over to Opena. Opena was going to move that ball forward in a nice lead pass. They're coming up. Oh! Oh! Teslock, Luke, alley-oop! Oh my God!
Bailey, he looked like Michael Jordan in space.
But he's
right
airman pulling through.
Oh my God! You don't see much of that, Bailey, but when you see it, it makes you makes you go crazy. That was an excellent play, Bailey. Great pass to set that up, but great focus and eye vision to put that ball in the basket, Bailey. That was an incredible play and one for the books right there, Bailey. That was a nice, really nice play.
You practice those plays, you practice that exact sequence every single day to get an opportunity like that once a game at least. It's a highlight reel play, and that's exactly what you love to see here.
It's a Sports Center top 10 play, Bailey. But you practice in practice, but you don't really have much opportunity in the game. And right there, Bailey, great defensive play, able to steal the ball away, able to go on a two-on-one fast break, and he saw Teslong block drive on the left side. He put that ball up perfectly, and he slammed it, did the rest of the job.
Sangare here to come out to the free throw line inside the circle now. Let's look to see what he's got for the Wolves here. He's going to go 1 for 1 here so far off of that first attempt. Silky smooth buckets. See if he can go 2 for 2 here tonight. He's got 4 points on the night as of now here. The Wolves are just able to move the ball throughout the court so well with such great execution. And they've been able to really keep the ball out of the hands of Last Day, and the only way Last Day's really been able to pull through on an offensive drive, we're covering for the defensive rebounds. And it has been all counterattacks and counter transitions so far for them tonight, and that's not going to win you games here.
Let's see if we can get another free throw here, Billy. We have a lot of those so far in this first half. So let's see if we can get this one to drop.
LaChapelle here coming through. Unsuccessful off of that first attempt here, but he's going to be moved back for a second. The ball's going to be picked up for the rebound now, looking to make their way to the opposite end of the court now, coming through. He's able to move that ball into the corner now, back out. Pivoting around now, working from inside the key there, and Wolves unable to execute defensively there. We're going to give up that too. We're moving it back over to Teslock. Look, Teslock, look, now being guarded heavily. He's going to move this back into the corner. Going for the three. Unsuccessful off the rim there. They're going to pick up for the rebound and move this one over to Opena. Opena looking to make his way through with it. He's going to pass this one over to the open LaChapelle. LaChapelle forcing the turnover there, coming back the other way in transition. La Cite now inside the paint there, but the Wolves just so executional whenever it comes to, you know, picking up those rebounds there. But Shaim Brown getting picked up on the play here in the last day. Coyotes fans just going crazy inside of the building here, and they're carrying a pretty loud atmosphere, eh, Seth?
Well, yeah, you see a lot of, a group of La Cite fans that made the cross-down trip to come support their school here, and so far they're making a lot of energy. Algonquin's not making that much noise here, but La Cite carries over from the noise that these fans are making, and maybe that's what La Cite needs. They need more energy. They need to be playing at 100% at all times, and Bailey, they got to use opportunities like this, miss shot, and get the rebound and score.
A great previous drive there by Opena up the middle with it will be unsuccessful, leading to the transition of Cite coming forward, but now looking to move this over. Lash Bell to the middle there, and it's going to force a turnover. And on the play, we're going to get a whistle here, but with 1:12 left to go on the clock, the Wolves are now up 46-33 over the Cite Coyotes here. Looking to add on to this lead and open up the scoring gap just a little bit, but Cite's been able to really break through on the offense as of late. They put up some pretty good numbers on the board in the last 3 minutes here, so looking to keep this momentum up. The Wolves haven't put numbers up in a bit.
Bailey, where both teams are almost, they're identical in shots taken. They're 37 shots by both teams, but Cite only made 14 and Algonquin 16 shots. They're still getting the same amount of shots up. It's the 3-point shots have been more for Algonquin at 7 of 19 and Cite 2 of 7.
Trying to get over that loose ball, and the Cite will recover possession of it. Now looking to make their way the other way. They're now looking to make their way up the court, as I shall rephrase. Look to come through, but being pressured heavily there, Ted Braden. All over him. Player's going to be held down on the court there, and he's going to get back up onto his feet. And Tom Way here to come out into the free throw circle there. We'll go 1 for 1 successful from the free throw line. He's got 12 points on the night here for Cite. He's been a lethal shooter for them and capitalizing exceptionally well on those free throw opportunities.
He's been playing amazing for Cite, one of their top players for sure, Bailey, and one of their players that are able to shoot from distance.
Ruhem Yemdekwi looking for options. He's going to drive through the middle with it, off the rim and in. He's going to be successful on that. The Wolves looking to hit the 50-point mark before the conclusion here of this second quarter, making their way into halftime. He's going to look to wake his way past Shaheen Brown. It's going to be passed through the outside once again. The Wolves looking to play some zone defense. They're going to get a shot off and a beautiful jump up there. Great pull-up shot coming through, but the Wolves will look to answer before the conclusion here of this second quarter. There's going to be
carry there, Bailey. He wanted to do a move, end up carrying the ball and could not continue that play, and then Cite forced a turnover with 7.9 seconds left here. Let's see if Cite can get one last bucket to put this game around 10 points differential.
Was that a backcourt violation on...
He carried the ball.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't see that. I wasn't too sure. But anyways, that will be the conclusion here of the second quarter, with the Wolves up 48-37 here over the Cite Coyotes. And Seth, what's been your analysis so far of the first half?
Well, Bailey, so far both teams are playing really well. It's only 11 points differential here, Bailey, but Cite in the last 2-3 minutes of this second quarter have been falling off, being defensively playing a little laid back, and Algonquin is able to take those shots. They're not making all of them, but those shots are there. So Cite needs to come out of this halftime period here. Their coach has to put in a big effort. Defensively, they got to stay on their A game, because offensively, it's going to come together. They're moving the ball way better than the first quarter. And but Algonquin, they got to stay focused offensively. And defensively, you saw them coming back off their double team in the backcourt for Cite. And offensively, they're taking shots, they're making plays, passing everywhere, ball movement's good, but they got to be able to make those shots. Their shots are open from distance on the three-point line. They got to make it. So second half, Bailey, both teams have to come out with their A game. For sure it's going to happen. Only 11 points here differential, Bailey. But Bailey, the one thing that's been difference from both sides is the defensive pressure that Algonquin is able to cause, and we've seen that all year. Yeah. The Algonquin defensively, their double team on teams is really good. They're able to shift one side, shift the other side, and it forces the opponent to hold on to that ball and to be under pressure and not know what to do with that ball. So great by them. And I'm looking for them to continue doing what's working for them, and it's been that defensively, because they're doing that defensively. They're getting steals like we've seen. Like we've seen that incredible,
The pressure has
incredible dunk here, right, Bailey? Caused by that steal. So you play good defense, you play great offense. It's simple. That's how it works. So let's looking forward for the second half to start, and yeah, send it off to halftime right here, Bailey.
Couldn't have agreed more. Well, we'll head into halftime here, folks. We'll give you a little bit of a break, but we'll be back with you in approximately 12 minutes for today's game day coverage against the Cite Coyote at your Algonquin College Wolves. We'll be back with you shortly. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Bailey Bevan, followed by my color commentator,
Seth Poirier.
We'll be back with you guys soon. Peace. Hello guys, we are back from halftime here with the Wolves leading 48-37 over the Last Cite Coyotes. It's going to be a good game here coming forward. The Wolves are able to carry through with a massive momentum shift coming out, but Last Cite able to close down the final minutes of that second quarter there, pulling through with offensive dynamo here. So if they're able to keep on that pace, maybe they'll be able to catch up to the Wolves lead here, but by the looks of it, the Wolves are pulling through with so much tone and so much momentum here. So we'll look to see what they have in favor for Last Cite. But I'm your play-by-play commentator, Bailey Bevan, followed by your color commentator,
Seth Corey.
Looking to bring you guys the action here. Balmaceda was going to go for an inside pass there, but it's going to be deflected away and outside. I believe the Wolves will get a chance from the sideline here, and it's going to be passed over to Look. Look getting guarded heavily here. He's trying to get this ball into some open space. Going to pass that over to Ted Braden here. Coming back the other way with it. Playing from outside the three. He's going to look to move this one inside here. Ted Braden on his guy, covering him. The Wolves playing solid zone coverage here, trying to close off, forcing Last Cite to make plays from outside, but it's going to be a nice lead pass here to Balmaceda. And Balmaceda's going to be able to get this one off here early on, touching the 50-point mark of the game here, up 50-37 over Last Cite, now making their way over the midcourt line. Looking for options and ways to set up. Braden on his guy here, really applying the pressure. He's going to spin away, fade shot there. Quite won't get that in the basket. LaChapelle's going to move that one over to Teslock. Look, looking to drive down the middle. It's going to pass to the corner here. Balmaceda going for the three-point shot from outside, but it's going to be unsuccessful here. And Last Cite will pick up on the defensive rebound, looking to make the way forward in transition. Successfully will do so, but the Wolves playing some solid zone coverage here. It's going to be hard to break past, and the ball might not have been flushed the way they wanted it to have been, but Balmaceda covering his guy, really applying the pressure here to the Wolves and Balmaceda. It's going to be covered back the other way and looking to keep this one in action. Almost forced a turnover, but alone in the paint is going to get that off, and he's going to be fouled up on the play in doing so.
Great ball movement, a great way of saving that ball to go out of bounds, getting that ball to his teammate, able to get open, able to put that ball up, and then missing, but got fouled, able to go to foul line. Let's see if we can make these two free throws here and get the lead cut up to 11 points.
We talked about Ntamwe earlier on in the number 0 jersey for the Last Cite Coyotes here. He's got 13 points on the night so far.
He's been their top player so far.
He has been their number 1 player so far out here on the floor for them, and put up a great amount of points here. But Teslock, look, only 2 points shy of touching 20 tonight. See if he's able to finish it off. Balmaceda coming
great
through there. He's able to get that one up. Looking to come back the other way, though, is Last Cite now over the midcourt line here, really trying to get past Opena, but Opena's going to stick to his guy well here. Forcing this ball out. He's going to look to break through the middle, spinning away from Ted Braden. Is not able to get that one off, and it's going to be sent out of play. What a great job there by the Last Cite player to keep that one over the line. Opena coming through, and wow, what a surge of dominance he's really put on display as of late.
He's able to absorb the contact and going up. Sorry, Bailey, to cut you off.
No, my bad. I just mispronounced Balmaceda. I'm pretty sure I said Opena, but I meant Balmaceda. It's going to be passed to the outside there and going for the three. It's going to be a brick shot right off the rim there, and coming back the other way is Teslock Luke with it now. He's able to get that one up, and he's touched 20 points on the night.
That's to be a timeout. Last Cite and Bailey, so far, Algonquin has come up, still on their game, still able to produce the numbers that they've been producing, still playing the same game plan. It doesn't look like you switch, Bailey. The game plan so far, they're playing aggressive defensively, and they're playing great offense. We see right there, we see Lug driving to the basket, able to have the ball over his head, and able to drive it in, put it down in the basket. La Cite is still not able to really get on top of their defensive game. They've been playing here and there, but been playing good. So let's see if they can really focus on defensively and attacking the offensive side of the Wolves, and see if they can turn it around a bit and cut this lead down to get a little closer here. But offensively, they got to score. But defensively, Bailey, it's got to be a bit more plain what Algonquin's doing so far, being aggressive defensively. But it's hard, Bailey, like we talked about in the first half. It's hard to play aggressive defensively when multiple players on La Cite's roster have multiple fouls.
Yeah.
So it's hard to play aggressive when fouls are going to happen. You're already up in the foul margin.
Just wanted to mention here before play was set underway that Simon Desta set the record for the all-time point scoring here for the Algonquin Wolves, so he now leads all-time in points. And we talk about how great of a three-point shooter he's been. He's not out on the court here for the Wolves, but just wanted to congratulate him nonetheless. Now looking to move forward with it is Teslock. Luke is going to pass this one over to LaChapelle here. LaChapelle's going to pass this one to the outside. Now looking to pass over, but no. Canceled nonetheless, going to carry the ball up, and nonetheless is going to
3 second
yeah.
in the key. It's going to be a turnover. It's going to be La Cite ball. But Bailey, great play, great fake by Algonquin, able to get that pass off, but unfortunately get the 3 second call there.
Good steal there by the Wolves. Will they be able to capitalize on the turnover coming forward? LaChapelle is able to bury that one there. Great job by him. Now La Cite really looking to put one on the board here, struggling offensively, and the Wolves are going to get all over that ball. Loose ball is going to be kept out here, and LaChapelle is going to be able to get his hands on that one. Moving that one over to Opena. Opena is going to send this one forward to Ted Braden. He's able to get on the ball there. Nice pickup of the pass, and that's going to come over the baseline and ruled out of play here. It's going to be awarded to La Cite. But the Wolves now up 58-39 here, looking like they're about to break this century mark if they continue on this pace here. They've been hot so far coming out of halftime. We're able to successfully put 10 down on the board. Just a little under halfway through the third quarter here. Looking to make his way in, driving through the middle within. The 2 is going to be successful. Now coming out to the free throw line for 1.
Yeah, great drive, Bailey. Able to force a bit of contact, drop the ball in, lay it in, and go to the foul line. Let's see if we can drop it in here for another 2 points.
Some was really able to open that lane up and drive through with pure aggression there, and was able to get to the net, put that 2 on, and come out to the free throw line. Won't be successful nonetheless, but looking to do something with it. The Wolves passed over to Teslock. Look there, fadeaway shot. That's going to count here with 22 points on the night. He'll set the Wolves at 60.
Great play there, Bailey. Pass it out, and he's cutting right to the basket. Get the ball, put it in the basket. Great play made by Algonquin there.
Would have been a beautiful assist there. Nonetheless, they were able to pull through at that point, but the Wolves will recover possession of it. And now shooting from outside the 3 there. Teslock, look! Once again doing it! He's going to hit his regular season points average here, and he's got 25 points on the night so far after that recent 3-point success. Really looking to draw defenders towards him, but the Wolves are playing shutdown zone defense and aren't going to let La Cite through without a fight. Westgarth here from outside the baseline, looking like he'll take the ball and look to move it forward. Simon Desta now back out onto the court, and as we mentioned earlier, he broke the point scoring record here for the Algonquin Wolves, set it in tonight's game against La Cite.
And it's good to do it at home, in front of this home crowd, in front of your people you go to school with, teachers and stuff like that. It's a good thing for him to do that there.
What a fake. And he's going to try and spin away from defenders and open up a clear lane for himself there, and won't quite be able to look to beat the shot clock, but the 3-point attempt won't be successful. La Cite looking to come back the other way with it in transition, will break through, and he's going to completely charge right through Teslock. Look, and he goes down like a bag of bricks there. But he'll make his way back up, though. Nonetheless, will be in decent condition. Look to lock that one off. Nonetheless, was able to draw possession of it.
A little discussion between Simon Desta and the head coach of the Algonquin Wolves, Trevor Costello. Not sure what was going on there, but a little miscommunication between both of them.
Trevor Costello, as you mentioned earlier, Seth has got 28 years of collegiate basketball coaching experience here. What a beautiful stretch going forward, Galaza there.
Great touchdown pass there, Bailey.
Beautiful assist.
You'd think we'd be watching NFL football right here with that pass.
You would think so, you would think so. Being guarded heavily by Galaza there is going to be all over the ball carrier. Westcarth looking to keep him outside the 3 there. Is playing great man coverage. We're going to be able to get the shot off nonetheless, and the 2 will count. We're going to move this ball forward. Galaza on, bursting through with speed there. Is going to cut back. Still looking to move forward with 14 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Looking to beat the violation there. He's going to backpedal a little bit, but
yeah, you saw Algonquin try to set up. They had 3 guys at the top of the key, try to set up screen, set up a play, and he tried to come around to the top of the key. Obviously, the play didn't go as he planned because he got fouled, but still, Algonquin, you see them more offensively coming to screens, try to set up more plays offensively, and we'll see how that changes the way they play their offense.
Galaza here once again is going to pass that through the outside. Now going for the 3, unsuccessful with a little pick up on the offensive rebound and trying to generate that second opportunity. Moving forward, nonetheless, we're able to capitalize on the loose ball there. Now over the midcourt line, Ted Braden picking that one off. Nice steal, is going to move the other way with it. 2-on-1 behind the back over. He's going to try and get this one out for the shot, but that's not going to count. And you can hear the pumpkin chants going on in the crowd here from the Wolves fans. There's been a recent trend as of late. Ted Braden will come out to the free throw line, more importantly, and throw one down. Beautiful swish, silky smooth.
Nice shot. He has a nice release on that shot. We don't see much shots made by him because of his height. He's more of a, big man in the paint. But Bailey, he has a nice shot there.
He has got by far, in my opinion, the smoothest free throw shooting on the entire Wolves roster. So silky smooth, as Zohan would say himself. Now going from the corner from outside the 3 there is going to be unsuccessful in the three-point attempt. But he'll come out here 4-2 at the free throw line. And to take it in black is going to be Nana Kuchunuku. Oh, not quite here. It's going to be a ball play from outside the baseline. Looking to move forward with it. He's going to pass this one outside here. Moving the ball inside. Now working from inside the key. He's going to come away in a fadeaway shot there. It's going to be unsuccessful, and the ball is going to come over the baseline and out of play. Westcart and the Wolves looking to regain possession of this one. He's going to move this one over to Galaza, and just such phenomenal ball control there. Great display of dribbling coming from him on the court now. Playing from outside the 3, looking to see and visualize his options. Going to move this inside. Teslock look, unable to get the shot off the way he wanted it to, and a outside pass to Westcarth there is going to be ruled out of bounds.
Yeah, Bailey, nice play design by Algonquin offensively. He had one screen, able to go left. Big man comes, able to get another screen, going right, able to cut, see his teammate, passes the ball, cuts right to the basket, tries to lay it in, misses it, and pass ends up not hitting his target. But great play design for Algonquin. There you see them more coming out here and not playing street ball and driving up and down the court with these long passes, or just one guy driving and shooting. You see a lot of play design, which is nice to see them in the second half so far coming out with.
Galaza on the ball, now in possession of it are the Wolves, looking to put another up on the board, but potentially from outside the 3 from downtown, unsuccessful there. We talked about Intomwe and his performance earlier on for Last Day, really trying to rival Teslock look here tonight. He's got a 17-point performance so far. Teslock look 25, and they'll come back the other way, 1-on-0. We'll look to put a simple bucket down on the board here. 45, but still trailing by a decent scoring margin. Yeah, with the Wolves up 67.
He got his revenge. He missed that bucket earlier. His teammate gets the steal and is able to get another bucket right there.
Teslock look, being fouled up on the play, going down, was still able to get that shot off. So impressive nonetheless, and what a lethal shooter. So smooth, shooting anywhere from on the floor and on the field. But he'll get the attempt here at 1. Talk about him, 27 points on the night, looking to make it 28. Now at the line, come through silky smooth. He'll make his way off the court, and coming on for him, Ruham Yamdekwi in the number 23 jersey. Webster also in the number 13 jersey would make his way out onto the court in a recent substitution. Looking to capitalize on the steal there. Potential turnover inbounds, but Lacite's going to recover phenomenally. Now working inside of the paint. You're going to get the shot off, but unsuccessful on the point. Nana Tachunu here. Chunuku coming to shoot there, and he'll be able to get that one off successfully.
Yeah, Lacite able to force themselves into another free throw situation. They're able to make these two right here and to cut this lead shorter, but still Bailey, a lot of work to do. And it starts with playing defense. Let's see if here they can play a good defensive drive to see if they can force that into points to get this lead closer in their favor.
Desta, the all-time leading point scorer, going for the three, unsuccessful, but coming in there, was able to regain possession of the ball on the offensive rebound, trying to generate that second chance scoring opportunity, but it's going to be fouled up on the play nonetheless here. And coming out to the line to shoot is Ruham Yamdekwi. We talk about him quite a bit. He's got 5 points on the night, just made it 6. Got 2 personal fouls as well. Up the court over the midcourt line with it now. He's going to pass that one to the inside, but Wolves playing really good shutdown zone defense there. Really not letting them in. He's going to be forced to shoot from outside there, and it's going to be unsuccessful for the second chance here, and they will be! 49 points now on the board for the Lacite with the Wolves up 71 still here. Going to try and look to move that one inside, but
see Bailey able
do not believe Webster was going to fully anticipate that play.
Able to get a pass, get a bucket, able to force a turnover defensively, and now Lacite's getting a bit momentum, and let's see if they can drive this momentum more in their favor and get more buckets here with less than a minute to go in the third quarter.
We'll come out to the free throw line here once again, as we just mentioned earlier on. Nana Chikunuku will come out for the free throw attempt here, and he will be successful. Now got 10 points on the night, looking to make it 11. What a calm shooter. Going in silky smooth off the back rim and in here. Webster looking to move that ball forward. It's going to be passed over to Westcarth, now along the wing, looking to make his way up the court here in transition. Now trying to cut in to the paint. He'll be able to get that shot off there. Simple swish and a nice bucket by him. That's 73 points on the night. 34 seconds left here in this third quarter. He's going to look to get the shot off on the recent three-point attempt there, but will be able to recover on the offensive rebound and trying to get another off. Westcarth looking to make a way out, and a fast break is going to go wide with this. Look to spin away from the defender. Move this ball up. Now working from outside the corner. It's going to be passed over to Galaza here. Galaza analyzing. We know him. He'll try and make his way through with this one. Is going to be passed over to Webster once again. Back over to Westcarth from outside the three. 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock for the three. Coming in from downtown, and that's going to go off the rim there. And nonetheless will kill the sufficient time left on the clock, and taking the three-point attempt there was the best three-point shooter on the team, Simon Desta. With the Wolves up 73-51 here over the Lacite as we head into the break between quarters. Seth, what's been your in-depth analysis so far in the Wolves' recent play?
Well, so far, Bailey, it's been shooting from distance. Algonquin, 33.3% from deep, and Lacite only 13.3%, so a difference of 20% from both teams. So Algonquin's able to knock down those three-pointers, and field goal percentage-wise, Algonquin's at 50, Lacite's at 34.5%. And Bailey, it's causing That's caused by defensive pressure. We've been talking about that all game, able to get that. Bailey, right now, rebounding, the rebound game is going to win, lose a basketball game. We see it, offensive rebounds, we see defensive rebounds. Right now, Algonquin's at 38. Leste only has 23 rebounds, so that's 15 rebounds more that Algonquin has to produce those second chance points or get those defensive rebounds to transfer from defensively to offensively and run down the court. So that's a big thing for me, is how these teams are playing rebound game, and Algonquin's been doing great on the boards here today, offensively and defensively. It's not going to stop. I don't think it's going to stop. Let's see if Cite can get back in this, get some rebounds, get some shots going, get some ball movement going, see if they can get back into this game slowly but surely.
And I feel like the Wolves' defensive game is slowed down just a little bit. They focused less on man coverage and been really trying to block off the zone as of late, forcing Cite to take shots from outside the three, and it has been successful so far, as we see in the point and the point tallies. But I mean, the Wolves have really let that pressure defense slide as of late, and they haven't been forcing as many turnovers, haven't been picking off as many steals as they should have been, but still been pulling through in great transitions and have been putting up some great scoring opportunities as of late here, as both teams look to make their respective way here back out onto the court. The Wolves up 73-51 after 3. We'll look to see if they add significantly to that lead, or if so, Seth, will they touch the 100-point mark on the game? Will they touch the century mark?
Well, we're already at 73. We're 27 points away from being at 100, Bailey. It's not impossible. They scored that much in a quarter, but Bailey, they're going to play a little bit more, I want to say, a little bit more relaxed. They got a big lead. They're going to focus more on the defensive game and go from there. Bailey, last time these teams met, game 1 of the season, Algonquin won 88-75. So big difference from one game to the next. Let's see if Cite can get back in this game.
Desta going for 3, and they'll pick up on the offensive rebound. And as you mentioned earlier, Seth, trying to generate those second chance scoring opportunities. The ball will go up in the air, just a bad bounce off the rim there, but a great steal by Simon Desta. He's going to move that one over to the corner here. Galaza in possession of it now. We'll move it back over to Desta. Desta back over, and Westcar's shooting from outside the 3, and he's going to land the bucket from downtown. Beautifully done by him here. And as we mentioned earlier on, Cite has been really flourishing off counterattacks as of late here. Haven't been generating too many great opportunities based off of steals nor turnovers. Or it'll be passed over here to Simon Desta. Will be able to pick up on the rebound, look to come back the other way with it, really capitalizing well off of that one. Will come over the midcourt line with it. Potentially look to drop that one back, but it'll be a misplay of the ball, and they'll recover possession of it. Really looking to play zone here are the Wolves, looking to close it off, and as they will right there, will be a misplay of the ball, and now go up and over. Great deflection and great, distraction there. Playing out in front is Webster, so.
Yeah, Bailey.
You know how distractive he can be out on the court, and I mean, he's been putting on a clear display here for the Wolves tonight, so.
Yeah, they're playing good, but Bailey, they have to find a way to slow down this offensive game of the Wolves and able to produce defensively, not let holes like this.
Desta once again.
Defensively, Cite's kind of playing back a bit more, and they got to play forward so they're able to go produce points and not let Algonquin keep scoring from deep. That's the 3rd shot in a row that Algonquin takes from deep. And 3rd time's a charm, Bailey. He makes that one, but he's wide open, Bailey. Algonquin's just waiting for Cite to break down defensively, and Algonquin's going to put up shots that they're putting up so far. So let's see if Cite can bring their guys back under control, focus up, and come out here, play better defensively.
Agreed. Ball will be played over. Galaza coming up the court with it. CJ really analyzing his options there. He's going to pass that one over to Desta and a return feed there. He's going to get it back over to Desta. We talk about him. He's got 12 points on the night so far for the Wolves. All 3-pointers. Going out from the outside the 3 once again there, and he's going to pick up the air ball. Now looking to come back the other way with it. Now moving inside the line. was able to really get that one off. Potential bank shot on the line there, but it's going to be turned away. He'll come out to the free throw line though, nonetheless.
And Bailey, we have a whole court substitution for Algonquin. 5 come in, 5 go out, and now we see looking like 3 of the starters back in the game here, Bailey. Let's see if they're trying to hit that 100 mark, Bailey. It's possible. What do you think the chances are of hitting that 100 mark here today?
I'm feeling good about it. Just the way they were able to come out and really produce the offense heading into the third quarter after halftime. I mean, if they're able to really keep on that pace, I mean, momentum's in favor. They've already really set the tone of this game, and they're only 21 points out from hitting the century mark of the game. So I feel like if they've been keeping up on the same scoring pace that they've been on lately, undoubtedly they'll be able to do so. And I mean, they've really been hitting their threes as of late, as we've just seen there from Castro. And I mean, Castro's been a player we haven't seen much play on the Wolves roster so far this year, but he'll really put a dominant display down from the corner, scoring that 3 for the Wolves there. And coming back in retaliation there. Cite was able to score from outside the 3 here. Once again, really putting it down from downtown. It's going to be passed over here to Teslock. Looking to make that way through. He's going to be passed over to Peter Jokai. Now Shaim Brown from outside. Looking to make his way in there. And
yeah, these players
fouled up.
These players that don't play much in other games are getting more playing time in today's game, like you said, Bailey, and those players are making their plays count, Bailey. And it's nice to see players come in that we haven't called so far this year that much.
From outside, that 3-point attempt's going to be unsuccessful. Moved over to Teslock. Look, now far from the basket. He's going to look to make his way in with it. Driving through the middle, fade away, jump shot with it. Nicely done, but unsuccessful. And they're going to pick up on the defensive rebound and look to make their way the other way in heat. As we mentioned, guys like Peter Jokai, Shaim Brown, who we haven't seen play too much at home, going to be on the court here for the Wolves. The rest of your players in a mini form of load. This is like a mini form of load management. You're playing against a team like Cite. They're trailing by a wide scoring margin right now. Might as well sit your players out, rest them, prevent any of those small injuries.
I don't think it has anything to do, Billy, with the team they're playing. It's more of just the score of this game.
Exactly.
It's almost 30-point differential. Actually, a little less here now as we see this and 1, but the score's a big margin between these both teams, Bailey. So Algonquin is playing this smart. They're saying, okay, let's rest some of our players. Let's play some players that haven't played that much, that's on our bench, and let's get out this game healthy. Let's get out this game with a W, and let's keep going with this season, and go into Christmas break, come out back in January, and be all healthy and back to play.
Exactly. Braden looking to make his way up the court with it. Going to pass this over. Now going for the 3-point attempt. It's going to be held up on the backboard, and it's going to roll off there. And it's going to be awarded to Cite to look to make their way the other way with it. But here there's going to be ongoing talk. Trevor Costello, a little vocal on the sideline here. As we mentioned him earlier on, he's got 28 years of collegiate basketball coaching experience too, so he's a vet in the game. And his systems really seem to work out here on the court for the Wolves tonight.
And Bailey, that's a big plus for these players that come in every single year. Having a coach that's been here for almost 30 years. A lot of stuff has changed, but he's keeping his same game plan year in, year out, and it's shown here. 6-3 record, going into being 7-3. Players are playing good, and they're dominating, and that's cause of experience from this coaching staff, and it starts by a head coach being here for 28 seasons. Agreed,
100%. Shaim Brown was just able to land down the recent bucket as of late to put the Wolves up to 84-61 over last day. It's going to be a brick of a shot right off the backboard there, and they'll pick up the rebound coming forward with it. Teslock, look, now over. Nice crossover by him, though, nonetheless, and was unable to get that shot off. And it's going to be there there. Peter Jokai, a player we haven't seen too much at home, but he'll make his way to the free throw line here, and let's see if he can put down any. He's got 0 points on the night and has just made his home debut here on the court during the fourth quarter. Coming out there, and a silky smooth bucket coming from him inside the free throw circle there. It's exactly what you like to see, and a little compliment to his game. Solid free throw shooting coming from Peter Jokai. Gonna be passed up and looking to make their way up the court within, now over the line. Being guarded heavily by Shaim Brown. And the Wolves will pick up the fumble. Now looking to come back the other way with it is Castro. But Castro is going to be knocked out of bounds with the ball, and what's going to be awarded to Cite.
Yeah, playing aggressive. That ball got stolen and wanted to drive right to the net fast, and maybe went a little too fast, and the ball got out of bounds. Cite's going to take control of it.
Really drawing defenders towards him there, and that was going to be weak man coverage coming in from the Wolves, and they were able to get that recent three-point shot off.
Bailey,
64.
He's been keeping Cite in this game at 20 points, leading scorer for Cite here today, and he's been a great player for Cite so far this year.
He's been really trying to rival Teslock Luke throughout this game here with an 8-point differential between the 2-point scorers here. And Teslock Luke with a potential chance at 30 on the night, and I mean, that's an impressive feat itself, but we'll be able to see that from him. Looking to make his way off the court there. Trevor Costello is going to take him off. Coming on is Ted Braden and Westcarth. It's going to be passed over to Westcarth, coming out onto the court now. He's going to move forward in a nice lead. Ted Braden all alone, going for the potential dunk there, and it's going to be unsuccessful. You can even see the netting's going to be held over the rim there. Won't be able to get this off though, nonetheless here.
It would have been a second dunk, Billy, of the day. An incredible pass, able to find his big man open in the paint, and he goes to jump up and dunk it, but he does not, he's not able to get it, but able to get the foul there.
Gene T, the number 10 jersey for the Cite Coyotes. He's got 5 personal fouls on the night here, and there was the last recent one that was going to send Braden to the free throw line. There's going to be ongoing verbal discussion between Trevor Costello along the sidelines here, and he's a very vocal head coach for the Algonquin Wolves. Very entertaining to watch along the side, but it really goes to show how involved he is with his team and how involved he is with his team's success throughout the season. And I mean, 28 years of coaching experience, as we mentioned earlier on, it really plays a factor into that. Going to be on to go in discussion with the referee and Cite's head coach.
It's going to be a technical foul, Bailey. From the looks of it, it looks like a technical foul, or is that timeout? He looked like he gave him a technical foul.
It's a technical.
On Algonquin's bench, is that what it is?
I do believe so.
That's what I understand. He came up, he pointed at the bench. Oh yeah, it is going to be a technical.
Yeah.
I don't know why exactly. I don't know if the coach was. It didn't even look like Trevor was even talking. He was just wanting an explanation of what the ref were talking to Cite for. I have no idea, Billy.
I guess Trevor Costello was just trying to argue a point home on that, recent discussion with Cite's head coach and the referee. Still ongoing right now, and he's still trying to discuss the case, but it won't matter all that much. Ted Braden now, and he's going to put 87 on the board here for the Wolves now, looking to make it 88. Nonetheless, ball is going to be turned away here, and Cite's going to pick up on the defensive rebound now. Moving that ball forward. Playing from outside the three, he's going to drop it over. Being guarded heavily once again by Shaim Brown, and he's a guy who could play really solid man coverage, and he's been putting that on display tonight here.
Yeah, you see a bit defensively, game plan has been switched from playing their typical zone defense that we've seen all game, their two-man coverage against players in the backcourt, and now switch to a bit more man defense here, And they've been playing pretty good at it too. So maybe a little practice, getting something they're unfamiliar with, playing man coverage. And we see that here to Bailey in this last quarter here. They switched a bit to this type of coverage, and it's working so far for them.
There's going to be discussion between the referees here right in front of Castro, and they're going to go over to the sideline and talk to Trevor Costello here. And now out to the free throw line is Ntomwe. We talk about how successful he's been throughout today's matchup between the Wolves and the Coyotes, and he's got 20 points on the night, 3 personal fouls, so he's been so successful coming out here, looking to extend it to 21. He's going to be unsuccessful off of that first attempt, though, and building's starting to get loud all of a sudden, not too sure why there, and he's going to go 0 for 2 off of those recent free throw attempts there. Shaheem Brown in possession of the ball now, looking to make his way over the line now, coming through, driving up the middle, is going to pass this one throughout the outside there. Peter Jokai is going to turn over the ball in a recent misplay there, and it's going to come up and over, air ball here, and the Wolves would have covered it on the defensive rebound, but nonetheless, the ball was going to come out of play, and action was going to be called to a halt. With 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this quarter in regulation time, the Wolves are up 87-64 over the Last City Coyotes here. With the fouls in favor, 5-3 of the Wolves. Come through in Ntomwe here, back out for 2 shots once again. Went 0 for 2 on the previous attempt here. We'll at least make it 1 for 1 now, but
he's finding his home at the free throw line, Bailey. He's finding himself there a lot here today. He's making those pair of free throws, missing a couple last ones, but good by him for doing that. Now we see Cite playing kind of a similar defensive scheme that Algonquin has been playing earlier in this game, and let's see if it works for them as well as it worked for the Wolves.
Recent court-wide pass. Westcarth was really able to drive this offensive play here, carried out by the Wolves. They'll be able to recover, though. Peter Jokai on the ball now. Peter Jokai will come out to the line here for the free throw. Let's see what he lands here. And Peter Jokai's got 2 points on the night, looking to extend it to 3 with this next chance here, and he will. Peter Jokai with 3 points on the night here for the Wolves. The Wolves will scramble back to play defense here. As Last Take comes over the line in transition, we're going to drop that ball over to Ntomwe. And Ntomwe is going to move that ball in a cheeky play inside. He's going to try and turn away from defenders, and the Wolves really applying that pressure inside the zone there. He's going to move this one over to Brown. Brown in a nice lead pass. Move forward is going to be passed back the other way. Potential steal on the line. It's going to be a foot race back to win over that ball. There's going to be a holding out on the play there, and I'm not too sure. I think the Wolves are going to win this call in favor, but you could tell Eki Melic is a little vocal towards the refs on that recent play there. Didn't think that call should have stood, but you can see him right now still in ongoing discussion, trying to plead his case.
Foul shots here, Bailey. Let's see if we can get to 90 points here with these free throws.
We're to Castro out to the free throw line right now, and as we mentioned earlier on, put up his first 3 points of the game and his only 3 points of the game now recently before he just extended it to 4 with that recent free throw from that beautiful 3-point shot from the corner there. And
10 points away, Bailey.
Far side corner with 2:33 left to go in regulation time. The Wolves looking to see if they could put 100 out here on the board. It's not about winning this game at this point because, I mean, I feel like that's in their pocket at this chance. But, I mean, see if they could put 100 points on the board would be impressive. Last team to do so, I do believe, was against the Fleming Phoenix. It's going to be a deflection and out there, and it's going to be awarded to Last Day. Passed over and Shaheem Brown always really is looking to play pressure defense. I mean, that's an important aspect to his game as well, too. Very aggressive player there, and he's been all over steals as of late.
Yeah, Bailey, we're closing in on the last 2 minutes here of this incredible basketball game, Bailey. And now we have a timeout, Bailey. So far, Bailey, one play from both teams that stood out for you. Who would it be? Who are you giving it?
Throughout the game or throughout the quarter?
Game, whole game.
Okay, well, obviously the alley-oop, the beautiful assist from Ruham Yamdekwi, and the beautiful alley-oop set up there for Teslok. Look, by far, that was the most impressive play of the game so far. And I mean, as you mentioned earlier on, Seth, I mean, that could potentially be a SportsCenter top 10 play or top 100 play of the year in general. Like, I mean, just a spectacular play and great execution coming from the Wolves on transition there. But I mean, I'm trying to spot, like, I mean, you know, Last State's had some really good three-point chances. They've pulled through in some really good execution. You know, capitalized on steals, forcing turnovers. They've done that exceptionally well there. But I'm really trying to think of a play from Last State that really stood out. And I mean, none of the plays on the court so far have ever stood out like Teslok Look's beautiful alley-oop play. But, I mean, both teams, I mean, you know, Wolves have been playing spectacular basketball pulling through. And, I mean, Last State, as of late, has been playing some decent defense. They've been forcing steals, but just unable to beat the Wolves when it comes to moving the ball around, been able to ping up the play and been able to set up the play exceptionally well. And, you know, in turn of that, the Wolves rarely give up the ball. So,
yeah, you're right, Bailey. They don't give up the ball often.
They've been really keeping it in their hands and been working on possession exceptionally well. And, I mean, that's been really working for them throughout this game here. As a result, they're up 90-67. So they can continue on this lead. I'm really hoping they hit the century mark here. I mean, that would be exceptionally impressive. But looking to move that ball forward. Castro really is going to force a turnover there, coming forward. And, wow, it's just a display of exactly what we were talking about often. It doesn't happen before. It doesn't happen way too often, but they will force turnovers. Now taking a shot from the corner. Be able to get that rebound for a second chance effort there, and they're going to look to move that ball forward to Castro and a lead pass there. And he's going to go down on the play, and there's going to be a whistle here. Coming out to the free throw line is Castro. He's got 5 points on the night here. 2 successful free throw attempts, and it's just been great as of late. And he'll sink that one there for 6 points on the night. All throughout the fourth quarter here. And he only really puts the Wolves in 8 of touching 100. There's going to be a timeout called here on the court. Just try to rest up the players a little bit. I don't think it's about killing momentum at this point if you're Last Cite. I mean, you know, the Wolves already carry a massive favor over them. So
I think for Last Cite, Bailey, finish the game strong. Use the momentum that you created in this last, I believe so, less than 2 minutes here in this game, and focus on practicing the stuff that didn't work well for you this game, and coming through after Christmas break, and just getting those stuff and putting it into action, and use it to their advantage. So it's not less of try to win, because Bailey, it's unrealistic. It's almost 30 points here, Bailey, right? So for them, it's just keep to play their game and finish strong to go into Christmas break.
Agreed 100%. As both respective teams look to make their way back out onto the court here in the last minute 58 of regulation time. Fouls are tied up at 5 so far here this quarter. Teslok does not look like he's going to hit the 30-point mark on the night, as he's been recently taken off at the start of the fourth quarter here. Played a little bit, but Wolves playing some really solid pressure defense here. And I mean, this has been quite a game change plan here as of late. And I mean, they were able to get that shot off spectacularly well from the corner, but looking to make a fast break. Coming up the way with it is Brown, and he's going to force a turnover there, and coming back the other way in transition with it. He's going to pass that one through the middle inside the key, and just too many players guarding the same guy. And that ball is going to be forced away here, but making his way to the free throw line here. Nonetheless, we'll be able to get 2 shots off.
And he gets the first one to sink, Bailey.
Be successful here. Well, at least they touch a 70-point mark on the night if you're last to take. Getting blown out by the Wolves, but I mean, you know, coming into this game and looking at the stats on paper, I mean, the Wolves were obviously coming in this game looking like a better team.
And they played like it, right? It's all about what goes on, who plays best on the court, and Algonquin was the best team on the court. Now we see a little bit of talking back and forth here.
Exactly. I mean, ball control played a massive factor in tonight's Wolves' success, and I mean, just the way they were able to move the ball around from outside the 3, and then, you know, draw enough men towards you to move it inside and be able to build up that clear spaces. And it's all about, you know, it's all about finding that open space and generating that open space for yourself that really is able to generate success, and the Wolves have done that, you know, great tonight.
Free throw attempts here, 2 shots.
Peter Jokai, 3 points on the night here. We'll extend that to 4. With 1:16 left to go on the clock there, they'll pick up for the rebound. Look to move forward with it. Now over the line, looking to drive up the middle with it. It'll be unsuccessful, and he'll come out for it here once again. And it's just been foul after foul after foul as of late. It's really slowing down the pace of the game significantly here. With 1:08 left to go. The Wolves have just dominated tonight. Really stood on business and pulled through, and I mean, their transitions have been so successful tonight. Their defense has been so great as well. Their free throw shooting, their 3-point shooting, you know, compliments Simon Desta on that. Now the Wolves' all-time leading point scorer. But the Wolves have just been able to work around all aspects of the game incredibly well here, and they're going to move this forward to Mongreux, who's now back out onto the court for the Wolves. The recent questionable charge there is going to be moved the other way, court wide. Back over to Brown, and Brown coming through the middle with it. He's going to land that one on the board there.
Great cut, fake the 3-pointer, drive to the net, through contact, able to maintain focus, get the ball to fall down. 2 points for Algonquin, 5 away from that 100-point mark, Bailey. And we're back on offense.
Wolves going to pick up the rebound, looking to make the way in transition with this. He's going to pass this one over to Peter Jokai, drop back, and just in the middle all alone. And I mean, I don't know, at this point, Last Day is really giving down their defensive guard quite a bit. Aren't really covering the man anymore, and you can tell they're not really, you got to come out, you got to play with pride in moments like these, and you can tell they're really dropping that right now. You know, scrambling for positioning there. Wolves are going to play zone. They're going to go for the air ball there, and Last Take can't quite get their house figured out. They're going to move this over to Peter Jokai. Peter Jokai over to Mongreux. Potential misplay of the ball there, but with 5 seconds winding down left on the clock. The Wolves are going to pull through in a 97-74 victory over the Last Take Coyotes here. Seth, it's been a great game. The Wolves headed in this game. On paper, we're the much more dominant team. We're the much better offensive team. We're the much better defensive team heading into this game. And I mean, they dominated all aspects of the game tonight and put full effort onto the floor tonight, 110%. Seth, what's been your in-depth analysis and breakdown of the game?
Bailey, for La Cite, they started off the game pretty good, playing offense pretty good, defense pretty good, but throughout the game, they try to change stuff up, try to change their game plan, but it did not go their way here today. They break it down defensively. We just saw here the last point that we got. Defense has not accounting for all the players. Ball gets passed in the paint and it gets dropped in. So for them, they gotta come out here and in their next games and play defensively a bit better, and to able to transition to offense and score points for Algonquin. Everything they've been doing, Bailey, they've been doing at 100%, like you said. They played amazing here today. Ball movement has been amazing. They're able to put the shots up.
Ball control is
exactly.
so
They're
good
able
for
to
them.
break down Cite's defense, find those open gaps, pass the ball to the areas, shoot those balls, and they're going in. And Bailey from Cite, number 0, we said his name a lot, able to get to the free throw line a lot. Number 0, Everett Natalmbui. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he dropped 22 points here today. And his teammate, number 6, Neil Nana, dropped 19 points for them. So 2 players that are dropped respectively almost 20 points each, played amazing. And for Algonquin, obviously we can't say nothing more than number 24, Teslok Look, dropping almost 30 points here today at 26.
On the night, eh?
26 points, yeah. Bailey, can't forget that incredible dunk. Smashed that right in the net. And Bailey, we have to talk about number 8, Simon Desta, breaking Algonquin College all-time scoring point leader here today. Bailey, incredible accomplishment in the personal career for Simon Desta. And we see here pictures are being taken in center court, Bailey. But amazing game by both teams. But Algonquin was the favorite in today's game, and they proved that it's their game today. They played amazing offensively, defensively, in the transitions, and they were on the ball the whole game, Bailey. And they came out here with a win to go improve to 7-3 going to Christmas break. Cite falls to 2-7 going to Christmas break. It's going to be a good second half of the season coming back here in January.
The Wolves look to improve their record against Cite this season to a perfect 2-0 record. And I mean, Seth, it's been great commentating with you tonight. We'll hand this off for the night, and this is the last home game of the Christmas break and the last game on any of the Wolves organization schedules for the 2024 calendar year. So we want to thank all of you guys who are tuning in for 2024 for watching Wolves Sports. We really appreciate it. It's been great commentating. It's been a great time to watch these teams play. And, you know, you sit in the best seats in the house and commentate these guys. It's the funnest time ever. So I want to thank you guys. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Bailey Bevan, followed by my color commentator,
Seth Poirier.
Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Have yourselves a great night. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you in 2025. Take care.